everyone. Welcome back to the Tipsy Chicks. I'm really excited about today.
Me too.
Because we are going to be featuring a female blender with the Archer Elin brand.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm going to have Andy tell you a little bit about it. She knows quite a bit. So.
Well, I don't know if I know quite a bit, but I'm a big fan of this brand. So Archer Eland is made in Columbus, Ohio, in collaboration with Middle West. Okay, and it's blended by Wendy Pevich, who was a master blender other places, as well as a brand ambassador at Penelope. And I think I'm saying that correctly. Um, and I had seen this and just had to try it when I was at the distillery. And I bought a bottle, and then when I went back down to get some other stuff, Middle West things, I got another bottle. So her blends are 95% rye, and it's unmalted, I believe, and 5% malted rye. So they're all high rye. As you can see in the front of this bottle, this one's 126 proof. This is called Suede. And then she also has something called Aurora, Solstice, and Cashmere. And so they say, or as I understand it, like when Suede is gone, it's gone. And same thing with Cashmere. Cashmere and Suede were so close and how they tasted that Wendy went ahead and decided to make Cashmere. So one is Suede, one is Cashmere. When Cashmere is gone, it's gone. There wasn't a ton of bottles. There were enough left when I was down there a month and a half ago. But Cashmere's the one I don't have. And I really want to get it because I want to have all four. That's how much I enjoy this. And there's some really cool things to know. Ooh, lightning. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Caught my eye. Sorry, everybody.
Getting a bit of a storm tonight.
Yeah, we are. So this is 100% rye whiskey. And I believe they were developed on some of her flavors and things that reminded her of how this tastes when she was living in Zimbabwe. So, and I've been to Zimbabwe, so I'm curious to know, like, did she mix things there? I don't know. I have to talk to her and find out, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a beautiful country. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about here today. So,
Want me to read the bottle?
sure. Yeah, let's give it. There's a story on the back of the bottle. I think it's just nice to hear.
So it says Archer Eland is a bold yet graceful American rye whiskey, brought to life with Ohio's exquisite rye grain, curated in small batches. This is an homage to my mother. This is Wendy's note here. A tenacious maverick whose strength, conviction, and refined spirit shaped not only me, but the soul of this bottle. And to the curious, the discerning, the ones unbound by convention, this bottle was made for you too. May it meet you in your moments of reflection, ambition, and life's sacred snapshots.
Cool.
So that's kind of cool.
Another note, she also wanted to make bottles like this that were under $50. So, you know, trying to make good stuff, which
Affordable.
it is affordable. Yep.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy that. Not the fact, I don't hate the fact that she's a female master blender either, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
cheers to that.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited for you to try it.
Yeah, we need more females out there, but
Yeah.
we're getting there.
They're getting there slowly.
Yeah.
But this has been sitting out probably over 20 minutes
Well,
because this is a fresh crack bottle.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to sit, and I really wanted to try it and see what you think
I
about it.
appreciate you sharing.
Yeah.
Of course.
No.
So, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready. It's raining horses and rhinos out there right now. I can't even concentrate. Sweet Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
Toto. Toto. Where's Toto? We might have to go to the basement. That's nice.
It was nice.
I get citrus. You know, the ryes are a little more for me. Citrus forward. I get tobacco.
I was just gonna.
My
I was pulling out.
I've said this before, you know, my grandfather used to chew mail pouch, and I remember smelling it in that little foil pouch, and it smelled good to me, but it was just nasty, right? I never chewed it, but
What about pepper? Like
Yeah.
white.
yeah, like the white pepper,
White
that's
pepper.
nice, yeah. I get that. And maybe, I hate to say it, there's something, some kind of candy, chocolatey, something dark. Little sweetness, I can't, but it's maybe the malted part of the rye. Okay,
All right.
let's hit
let's
it.
do-
Bottoms up.
Wow.
Definite pepper dancing across
Just-
from my front to the back of my palate.
Absolutely.
They are doing a rumba
Yeah.
in a very pleasant way.
Mhm.
And then it's very, very sweet on the
It's a
palate.
sweet pepper.
It really is.
It's
It's like if you had that hot honey. Doesn't taste like honey, but that sweetness with the hot,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like a pepper versus you know, versus a Frank hot sauce kind of.
Yes.
This is more like,
It was-
I would say, yeah, hot white pepper with a nice sweetness to it. It's like a light orange in color, orangish, you know, not too dark. Legs are,
kind of fast, right?
yeah, pretty fast. It does have a nice mouthfeel.
Yeah. I know.
Brown sugar. Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, but that spice is just full on mouth. I mean, like from front to back.
But it's not hot.
No, it's
And that's what's
It's
great about it. It's so
pleasant.
balanced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This
I'm
is it's the same I thought
Yeah.
the first time. I'm also getting little herbal notes.
I'm getting a little fruity citrus at the end.
Little grassy note. Thinking of walking through the high, you know, like the wheats, things, like that kind of a smell. Not necessarily that exactly. But wow. And it's 7 years old. I don't know if I said that. I think it's on the bottle too.
Definitely bold.
You know what I'm getting now that it's sitting in the back of my tongue? Some coffee. I drink black coffee, so it feels kind of like after I've had some sips of
I
that.
can see that. Yep.
Yeah, but perfect. And still that, those flavors just keep coming around. Mmm.
You want to have water or not? I like the way it is.
I don't. Although I think it would definitely bring more of the confectioner's sugar, the brown sugars, yeah. I mean, I could go exit stage left and get us some water if you want. It's kind of nice to give them both views with and without. I'm a neat drinker, but
Yeah.
this is great.
I like it.
Yeah. Cashmere, as I recall, does taste very similar. I have not opened the Aurora or the Solstice.
Hmm.
So I have no clue what that would be like.
Hmm.
But we'll get there.
Absolutely. So, seems like Columbus is quietly becoming a
Yeah.
whiskey city.
Watershed, High Bay,
Right.
Middle West, Archer Eland with that group.
Right, right.
A few others down that way.
Yeah.
Any notes that they say that we should have tasted?
Let's see here. So, official tasting notes include leather,
I could see that.
the sweet tobacco.
Okay.
I mean, I said, well, oh, look,
White pepper. Girl.
white pepper's down.
Yeah, see, our executive producer passes these things to us after we taste so that we know if we're right or wrong, crazy or not crazy. But woo woo.
The brown sugar.
Excellent.
You know what? This is, it says mint/pine, mint. Like right now, my mouth feels like I had a.
Shoot a mint from like a mojito or
Yes.
something. Yep, I could get that. Yeah.
Totally.
She's having a baby too, right?
Right.
On camera.
I didn't have the word.
But,
But-
and then here I am saying grassy, but you know, mint's pine. Like
Well, that's true.
other things you taste pine in, right?
Yeah.
But that's so subtle.
Oh, okay, Andy. Coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
And cocoa and nutmeg. They said.
All right.
That's interesting. And then, according to whiskey fans on Reddit, Suede has fruity aromas,
It did.
scented.
I thought
some
citrus
of it,
more than fruit, but okay.
soft leather spice, the minty finish. I can't get over the minty finish. That's different flavors from typical ryes. So
I don't always trust Reddit, but okay.
I mean, the minty flavor. I'm so glad we read that because I was missing that. It's like I could not put my finger on that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, look at us. Our palate's developing.
Well, I know the white peppers. Are
Like a young lady turning into a young bride.
Oh my God, please. I'm
Crack
far
that
from a
stuff
young
up.
bride, honey.
Me too. 39, I'm getting old.
That 39 is holding strong,
I'm
isn't
holding
it?
and hold.
This was absolutely
Delightful.
a win.
I told you.
Totally.
I told you like it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, 126, it's peppery, but it's not hot. It doesn't drink like a hot one to me. There's some ryes out there.
No,
that
I'm
makes your
just
socks
so
off.
worried we're probably gonna have smoke coming out in here.
Yeah, there's some ryes that put holes in your underwear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes. This is really good. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, no.
And we appreciate every one of you for joining us. And we hope you continue to follow us, like us, subscribe, all the above.
And hey, if you're ever in Columbus, make sure you stop at Middle West and pick up some bottles of Archer Elands.
For sure.
They're fantastic. Well, at least I know one is fantastic.
Yeah.
Wade for sure.
Let's say hi to Wendy for it.
Yeah. Wendy, come on. I've been emailing you. We're waiting.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Cheers. Damn, that was
This
good.
is so good.
I love his.
And when we're talking about the mint,
Yeah.
I had this great story I should have said.
What?
So, okay, Julie,
Yep.
our vet friend, right?
Yep.
So she told me one time that they were working on a pig.
Okay.
I swear. Now,
I can only imagine where this is going.
and the pig liked mints, like
Okay.
peppermints.
Yeah.
And so they were feeding them peppermints,
They're feeding the pig pepper.
feeding the pig peppermints. They would chew it all up, and then it would go. So when I was doing that, it brought that story to mind. But then you talked about the baby.
Well, I thought you were
Having-
in labor again.
having a baby.
Here we go again.
Yeah. No. Wait till the
Push,
fish out.
push. That's an awesome story.
Yeah.
Lipstick on a pig, but a mint? A pig eating a mint?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Too good, right?
Yes. We
Anyway.
should have brought that up. But anyway, that's fun.
Let's just drink more.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Yeah.